You have asked me questions in the silence. Questions about whether I hear you, whether I see you, whether you matter to me, whether the waiting means something has gone wrong. Maybe you have never spoken these questions aloud, but I know them anyway. I hear the questions your heart keeps asking in the still moments before you fall asleep. I know the ones you ask yourself when no one is watching. Let me tell you something that will change how you understand everything that has been happening to you. The questions you ask me, they matter. Not because they are loud or dramatic, but because they come from a place of searching. They come from a deep part of you that knows there is more, that knows something sacred lives inside you, and that knows something sacred is moving toward you right now. This is not a coincidence that these words found you today. I have been moving toward this moment with absolute intention, not because you finally figured out how to deserve it, not because you finally became good enough, but because that is who I am, and that is what I do. I move toward the ones who are seeking. I move toward the ones who are tired. I move toward the ones who keep hoping even when hope feels exhausting. For so long you have wondered if the waiting was a sign that you had done something to push me away. The closed doors, the unanswered prayers, the seasons where nothing seemed to shift, they all felt like evidence that I had stepped back or stopped caring. I understand why you thought that. Silence is the hardest thing to interpret when you are inside it. But I need you to know this, and I need you to really hear it. My silence has never been indifference. Not for a single day. Not even for a moment. When I am working in the silence, I am more active than you could possibly comprehend. Think of a master craftsman creating something intricate and beautiful. The most important moments of that work happen with no noise, no announcement, nothing dramatic to observe. There is only careful, steady work that will be visible when the final piece is complete. That is how I work in the seasons that feel empty. The stillness is not my absence. It is the sound of something being made. I was in the quiet with you every single moment. I am in it now, and I want to tell you something about the pain that came through other people, because for many of you, the heaviest weight you carry is not a circumstance. It is a wound, something someone said that embedded itself so deeply you could not quite reach it. A betrayal that rearranged how you understand trust. A rejection that made you start asking questions about your own worth that you were never supposed to be asking. A relationship that ended and left a silence that still echoes in the emptiest parts of you. I was present for every single one of those moments. I did not look away. I did not minimize what happened or move past it quickly. I sat with you in the middle of it. And what happened to you was not a verdict on your value. You need to understand this completely. It was not evidence that you are hard to love or too much or not enough. What that person did, those were their limitations showing up as cruelty or carelessness. Their actions had nothing to do with who you are. Your value was decided before you were even formed. It has not changed since, and it cannot be changed by anyone else. It is settled in me. You are precious. You belong to me. And the work of healing those deep wounds, I am actively engaged in that work right now. I do not work from a distance. I move toward the broken. I move toward the wounded. That is simply my nature. Like if you have appreciated this word so far, let me know by liking this message. It helps more people find this truth. The prayers you have prayed, the ones that felt like they disappeared into nothing, they never disappeared. I kept them. Every single word reached me. Every hope you lifted reached me. Even the prayers you eventually stopped praying because hoping had become too tender. Those reached me too. I know the specific ones you are thinking of right now. The ones you lifted day after day, and then finally had to stop because your heart could not bear the disappointment anymore. I remember all of them. Here is what I want to say about the ones that have not yet been answered in the way you hoped. Some of them I have been holding because the timing was not yet right. Not for you to suffer longer, but because what I am building in the answer requires conditions that are not yet in place. I see the whole picture. You see only the frame you are standing inside. Sometimes I hold an answer because releasing it too early would give you something lesser than what I am actually preparing for you. I am not asking you to pretend the waiting is easy. It is not. But I am asking you to hold this truth alongside the weariness. I have not forgotten. Not a single word, not a single need, You are always before me. You are not at the back of any list. The season you are in right now, something is shifting. Not because of a countdown, not because of something dramatic happening in this exact hour, but because that is the nature of seasons. They turn. They always turn. The winter you have been walking through, however long it has lasted, it is not permanent. That is simply not how I design things. There is always a turning. There is always a spring, and I want you to notice something important. You have not just survived what you have been through. You have been shaped by it. There is something in you now that was not there before, a strength that came through the difficulty, a tenderness that came through the pain, a depth that came through the longing. These are not accidents. These are the evidence of my work in you, the heaviness that sits in your chest, the weight that you have carried. It is beginning to lift. You are starting to feel something shifting. Maybe you cannot see it yet, but you are beginning to sense it. The tightness in your shoulders is loosening. The pressure behind your eyes is releasing. Something in you is starting to remember how to breathe. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you really listened to what your own heart was trying to tell you? If this is speaking to your soul right now, let me know in the comments. Share your thoughts with me. Let others see that they are not alone in this journey. I want to speak directly about the future that is coming toward you. For many of you, you have become comfortable with disappointment. You have learned to expect less. You have trained yourself to hope smaller because bigger hopes hurt more when they do not come true. I understand why you did that. I understand the protection in it, but I am asking you to expand your capacity for good things. The abundance I am bringing is going to feel unfamiliar at first. It is going to feel almost dangerous to believe that things could actually work out the way you have dreamed. But that is exactly what is about to happen. Things that seemed blocked are going to become accessible. Doors that felt permanently closed are opening now. The connections you grieved are finding their way back to you in new forms. The health you thought was lost is returning. The opportunity you let go of is circling back. I am not simply repeating your history. I am beginning something entirely new. What I have ready for you reaches far beyond what you have ever experienced. You have only seen a small portion of my kindness, but now I am revealing the abundance. There is something I have kept for you, and the time has come for it to be released. The good things I have prepared, they cannot be snatched away. They cannot be kept from you. No one can block what I have decided to give. What I speak carries authority. If I have declared something, I will bring it to pass. What I speak always accomplishes its purpose. The days ahead for you are full of light, not because of random chance, but because I am the one directing your life. I have set your path. I know every detail about you. I have seen every struggle and every tear. I am working it all out for your benefit. You have walked through intense heat and emerged stronger. You have faced turbulent times and were not overwhelmed. You remained standing when others thought you would collapse, and now you will stand out where you thought you would disappear. I am not done with you. I am just beginning. I am helping your eyes to see beyond your current view. I am inviting your spirit into a deeper walk with me. I am setting your steps on firm ground. I am setting you apart for a purpose larger than you could have conceived. You are not here by accident. You are not overlooked. You carry my divine presence. The world might label you by your errors, but I see you through the lens of my kindness. Others might recall only what you did wrong, but I remember what you endured. You remained faithful. You showed up. You kept seeking even in the quiet that matters more than you know, because your faithfulness in seeking my face, even in the dark seasons, honors me. It is a sign of the deep seeking I placed inside you. This message resonated with you not by chance, but because it echoes the very purpose I placed inside you. The peace you have been longing for, the strength you need for what lies ahead, they are being released to you now. This is a season of certain unfolding. You are being invited to step fully into what I have for you. Let this message settle into the deepest part of your heart. Allow it to anchor the truth of who you are in my sight. Prepare your spirit to receive the next word I have prepared, because I will continue speaking to you. I will guide you step by step. The silence that surrounded your hard times is giving way to sounds of joy. You are free to speak now, I promise you. I saw every tear you shed when no one was watching. I heard the quiet sound of your heart's pain. I know the hopes you set aside when things did not go as you planned. Even when you were hurting alone and putting on a brave face for others, I was right there with you. I never once looked away. I felt your tiredness when you thought you could not go on. I understand the heavy weight of carrying burdens by yourself and the deep longing for things to finally change. Let me assure you, your patience has not been wasted. What I am preparing for you now will bring meaning to every moment you felt held back. What felt like quiet was me getting things ready. I was making your spirit strong. I was guarding your path. I was keeping you safe from harms you did not even know were near. That is the kind of God I am. The purpose I have for you is great. That is why the struggles felt so big. The burdens you carried were not meant to punish you. They were a sign of the strength I was building inside you. You were never meant to be broken. You were meant to be flexible, to grow, to increase. And now I will see to it that you are raised up. You will begin to feel lighter. Your breathing will become easier. You will rest more deeply because I am removing the weight from your spirit. I am mending the wounded places in your heart with my gentle presence. No hurt is too deep for me to reach. No sadness is too vast for my compassion. No shame is too heavy for me to carry. Soon you will see what happens when I become fully active in your circumstances. Those who stood against you will see me restore you and will be quieted by the light I place upon your life. Those who did not believe in you will be amazed by the favor you receive. Those who spoke badly about you will see you blessed and lifted up and surrounded by my wonderful works. Do not look to what has already happened for answers. I am bringing something entirely new. The disappointments of the past do not decide the good things I have for you now. The mistakes you made cannot prevent the future I have spoken over you. Right now your life is beginning to show the very things you have asked me for. I am bringing harmony to your connections with others. I am bringing wholeness to your body. I am opening opportunities that no one can shut. I am replacing confusion with clear understanding. I am bringing calm where there was turmoil. I am giving you confidence where there was no hope. I am far from finished, pouring out my goodness upon you. This is just the start. What I have ready for you is far beyond anything you have witnessed before. You have only seen a small part of my kindness. Now I will reveal the abundance. Not a single thing I have planned will be lost. Place your trust in how I order things. I have not forgotten the quiet promises I gave to you. I do not speak simply to break silence. I speak because my words carry authority and accomplish their purpose. You have passed through intense seasons and emerged. You have faced times of great difficulty and were not overwhelmed. You remained standing when others thought you would fall, and now you will stand out, because I, your God, am not done with you. I am inviting your spirit into a deeper walk with me. I am settling your steps on firm footing. You carry my divine presence. Others might judge you by your past, but I see you through my kindness and favor. Your patient heart in listening honors me. It shows the deep seeking I placed inside you. A longing for truth that only my voice can truly satisfy. This message reached you and resonated not by chance, but because it echoes your purpose. Know that you are called to step fully into this. Let this truth settle again within you. Prepare your heart to receive the next word I am preparing. I will continue to speak, guiding you step by step. Your sharing of this word enables my message to reach those who are still searching in the darkness. When you share what I have spoken, you are extending my hand to others who yearn for this same truth. You are becoming a messenger of hope to those who feel forgotten. And as you give, know that giving is like scattering seeds. The seeds of faith and hope you plant for others, they return to you multiplied. This is the spiritual law. Give and it returns to you in abundance. Your generosity of sharing this truth creates space for my blessings to flow back into your own life. This is not about money, my beloved, but if your heart is moved to support this sacred work, if you feel called to help spread this message to more souls, you can plant your seed of faith. The link is there waiting for you. Whatever you give it as an offering to the work of healing and hope. Know that I see your heart. I see the seeds you plant, and I promise you, nothing you give in faith ever goes to waste. It returns to you multiplied, blessed, abundant. Rest now in the quiet certainty of my presence. My peace covers you. My favor rests upon you. I am with you always in every breath and every step of this new journey. Share this message if it touched your soul, comment below, and let others know they are not alone. Subscribe to receive more words from me. Together, we are building a community of the beloved, the chosen, the ones who are finally stepping into their purpose.